Hi boys and girls. So today we're going to be creating heart art based on or inspired by Jim Dine. And you've probably, hopefully, seen some of his art already. I've shown it to you. So to start with, you can either draw your own heart or you can take one of the heart tracers. I'm going to use one of the tracers and trace out a heart onto your paper. And this one just barely fits. It literally touches the top and the bottom of my paper. So I'm going to get the biggest heart possible here. And then Mrs. Walker's going to have paint on each table. And you're going to be sharing that with the people at your table. Let's see, I'm going to make some space here. So as you can recall from Jim's art, he was, his art famously, they have lots of little brush strokes all over them. So what I'm going to try to do today is to use a lot of little brush strokes. And you have choices of fluorescent and the traditional colors, so have fun with that. These are temper cakes, so they need water to wake them up. They're really dry, so you have to put some water in there. You have to stir for a while. If you just put water on there and you don't wait a little while to wake it up to stir it in and make a little puddle, you won't get a very bright color. So I'm stirring and stirring. I'm making sure it's nice and awake. And then I'm just going to start by putting lots of little brush strokes of whatever color I choose, okay? Hopefully you will choose colors that look good together. If I put opposites on the color wheel and they touch, what color are they going to make? Yeah, I hope you said brown, because if green is directly across from red on the color wheel. So if I mix these two together, I'm just going to get an ugly brown. So when you're painting, be sure that you're trying to keep your, so this even pink is kind of across, it would be a light version of red, right? So I don't want my pink and green touching each other. I want to keep them separate so that they stay bright and vibrant. So go ahead and add any kind of colors you want to yours, but try to keep your brush strokes from touching others. Okay, oh, I think I wish I had done the fluorescent yellow there. I'm just going to do fluorescent. Sometimes though, with the fluorescents, it looks good to put a few dark colors. See, now did I stir that one enough? No, because my colors are really pale. That means if yours come out really pale like that, where you can't hardly even see the color, it means you needed to stir it more. See there, now I'm getting it. What was my brush clean? It kind of looks like I have a little bit of the green still in my brush. So if you're getting a color that's not quite right, maybe rinse your brush and try again. Ooh, I like that. All right, go ahead and have fun. Decorate your whole paper, and then we're going to let these dry. So, oops, see, I didn't stir that enough. I'm not getting a vibrant color. If it's too pale, it's going to dry lighter than what you see it here. So I want it to be as dark as possible because I know it's going to dry lighter. If my blue touches my yellows or green, is that going to be okay? Yep, and actually if blue touches pink, it's going to make a purpley color, right? So it's okay if my blue touches my pinks. It's okay if it touches green because it's just going to make a blue-green. It's okay if it touches yellow because it's going to make green, right? Yellow and blue make green. So this is pretty safe color to put on here. I don't have to worry too much about this one touching other ones. But keep in mind, opposites on the color wheel are not good colors to touch, okay? All right, I'm going to set mine aside. If you forgot to put your name on yours, do that right now. And your class code, because we're going to cut these out eventually and put them on our background. All right, now the next thing you're going to do is Mrs. Walker's going to give everybody a giant piece of black paper, and we are going to be using construction paper crayons. Construction paper crayons, they lay down more of a bright color when you're doing it on construction paper, so that's why we're going to be using these. And every table is going to have a little tray of them that they can use. Okay, and I want you to think, if you've ever heard of silly string, you know what silly string is? Yeah. So silly string, it's something that you shoot out of a can and it just comes out and it does all these like crazy line designs. Like if I shot this out at you, you'd have this like crazy string all over you, okay? So I want you to do that with these. Just take the crayons and start making crazy line designs. Mostly around the outside though, because I'll tell you why. We're going to be setting our heart right here in the center. So everything you do in the middle, you're not even going to see. So maybe focus your attention out here doing curls and swirls and just wiggly lines, okay? Just wavy, wiggly lines. Try to get as many different curly, swirly, twirly lines as you can in there. Just fill it up with them. Even, this is what's fun about these, even the dark purples will show up on black paper. Look at this. Normally, if you would do purple on black, you wouldn't hardly even be able to see it, but because they're construction paper crayons, you can actually see that, okay? The light pink, I think, is one of my favorites. If you're not liking how dark yours is, you could go over it and make it an even darker line. You can make it a little bit thicker. It's totally up to you. But do fill that up, and you can overlap. See how I'm going right across? You want to do that. If you were doing that silly string, it would shoot out and all of the different colors would mix. White, of course, is going to be the highest contrast. That one's going to show up the most. I don't know if you can see mine. Here's white. Isn't that pretty? I like white. It really shows up. It's bright and bold. Here's the blue. Make sure you cross over. Make sure you fill up as much of the space as you can. Now, if this is too tedious for you and you go, oh my word, Mrs. Walker, I don't think I have the patience to do that. You could always do this kind of drawing. You can do like scribbles. You just fill it up with scribbles. I'm going to do it in the center of mine because I don't want mine to look scribbly like this, but you could do scribblies. It actually looks kind of cool. I want mine to be like more like string art, so I'm going to be taking my time out here and doing this. But everybody likes different things, okay? And I want this to be a reflection of you and your interests and how you like to do art. So feel free to do whatever you want, okay? Have fun. Fill the whole paper. When your whole paper is filled, hopefully by that time this is dry. You're going to cut this out and place it on the center of here, okay? And you will have created your Jim Dine heart art, and then we're going to take pictures of these and put them in our Artsonia portfolio, okay? Have fun.